The new 2025 Indian Challenger. This bike has been upgraded with the new PowerPlus 112 engine, new this year from Indian, and a host of brand new tech features. This bike is absolutely awesome. We're going to go over all the new features, take it for a test ride, put it on the highway, put it in the twisties, and do a walk around of this bike and give you guys a thorough review of the new 2025 Indian Challenger live from Americade. So starting off our demo ride on the 2025 Indian Challenger, if you guys have been around my channel, you'll know I have a sequence of things I do, and the first thing I always talk about is comfort. When you get on a motorcycle, if it's not comfortable, why bother? You're not going to want to ride it. Indian is absolute comfort, in my opinion, top to bottom through their whole lineup. The Scouts might be a little bit stiff depending on what you go for, but when you get to the touring lineup, the Indians are amazing. First thing we're going to do is pop that windshield up because we're going to go out on the highway, and immediately wind noise is gone. Talking about the seat and the riding position, two components that affect comfort the most. The seat on these bikes, I'm only on here for a short amount of time, so I can only give you my perspective on the seat for the short amount of time I'm on here for the demo ride. But I will say it's very comfortable out of the gate. It's a little bit soft, which makes it nice and cushy at first. Over the course of the day, soft tends to break down a bit with your butt, and you tend to need a little more support, but they do offer a rider backrest, so of course you can have that to support your back a little. I would probably prefer a slightly stiffer seat for a very long ride, but from the factory, as far as a stock seat goes, this is about as comfortable as it gets. This and the seat on the Pursuit, 9 out of 10 on both seats. Excellent, excellent. Riding position. Gonna be a little bit different for everyone, but for me, the Indians are absolutely perfect. Nice pullback to the bars here on the Challenger. We are in sport mode right now. Rocking through 6th gear. Handles the highway like a champ. I wish it had the slightly taller windshield. That would definitely block the wind a bit more. If you guys noticed, that's new to me and new this year on the 2025 Indian, something super cool is the tech. A lot of guys don't like tech on bikes. They want the raw feeling, but there is some tech that is really good for safety. That was a blind spot monitoring system that just went off in my mirror to let me know as I was passing the car that the car was off to my side. We're going to talk more about that in a minute. Riding position, great. Nice relaxed bend in my knees. The floorboards are huge. I've got great pullback in the bars. Everything is just comfortable for long haul riding. You're very upright. Your back won't take a lot of abuse being hunched forward too far. This bike is just great on riding position. 10 out of 10 on comfort on the Indian Challenger. Now with power, that's a big upgrade for Indian this year. We've got the new PowerPlus 112 engine. There's also the PowerPlus 108, and it's had a few upgrades and some tweaks and tunes to make it even better, but the big news is the 112 engine. When you step up to that 112 engine, you also get some other rider safety enhancement features, which again, we'll talk about in a minute. With the 112, you're looking at 126 horsepower and a new 133 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is awesome. Absolutely awesome on torque. I'm in sport mode. That is where you're going to get the best response, obviously. And man, it was fun accelerating up to highway travel speed with it. Lots of great torque from the new PowerPlus engine. I like a bike that has aesthetics, and part of that is the sound. I believe the whole loud pipe save lives thing, you can argue with me on it if you want to, but you ain't going to change my mind on it. The fact that we have a liquid-cooled engine, but it still sounds like an air-cooled engine. It still sounds really, really good when you lay into that throttle. One of my favorite things Indian has done. We have all the perks and enhancements of a liquid-cooled engine, but we keep the sound. Like that. Sounds so good. All right, we're gonna pop over here and do a brief walk around of the motorcycle for you guys and show you all the great features. Normally I would hop off the bike to start this walk around, but I am going to show you guys something new. We have a hill hold feature. They told me just to hold the brake. I think I actually have to be in gear for it. Okay, but there is a hill hold feature. I believe the bike needs to be turned on and you actually be on a hill. So here's the new Indian Challenger 2025. Still got the beautiful Indian headdress up front, LED lights all the way around, Brembo brakes, some of the best brakes in the business. And there's your look at the PowerPlus 112. Fantastic engine. Lots of great storage as always. With Indian, you get nice big saddlebags, beautiful paint job, the Indian headdress. Now, this one is, I believe, the limited with the extra power band audio package. The normal Challenger comes with just the standard audio up front. If you want saddlebag audio or trunk audio, that would be extra. Up front, we've got some cubbies with power to plug in your phone, also to update the ride command system. We do have Apple CarPlay on here. I don't know about Android Auto. I believe that feature is yet forthcoming. At the moment, I'm not entirely sure when or if it really will come to fruition, but we do have Apple CarPlay. On our screen here, you've got tailgate warning, blind spot monitoring, and bike hold control. We're going to turn those all back on. When I turn them on, you can see we've got blind spot monitoring. It lights up in the mirrors. It also lights up on your screen while riding. And then in the back here, we've got collision, what do they call it? Tailgate warning. So if somebody's riding your ass or getting too close to you or coming up on you at a stop sign, this little radar, I'm guessing it's a radar system or maybe LiDAR back here, is shooting back and monitoring behind you for extra safety, and it gives you a warning up front. Excellent safety features to have. As always, you got good traction control. You can adjust all those settings in here. Traction control on. We are going to leave it on because we are in sport mode and that's a lot of torque to handle. Lots of great features that come with the 112 PowerPlus engine for rider safety. As far as the overall design and aesthetics, nothing has really changed on the Challenger this year. It's still the same body, frame, looks. Obviously a few new paint jobs for the year. Other than that, she is basically the same, except for that new engine and rider safety features. Let's talk about the screen here for a minute. If you're familiar with Indian, you've got all kinds of features up here. You've got current ride info, you have home links, so you can open your garage door when you get home. You can swipe through these screens and you can customize these screens. If I tap the little setting icon down here, you can drag and drop widgets all over the place and customize these screens to your liking. I'm not going to mess with their screen since they have it set up for demo. I'll leave it how they have it. You've got full navigation. If you get the enhanced package with that, you also get integrated traffic and weather. Obviously, hook up your phone and have Bluetooth and audio. We've got power band audio installed, which is their upgraded audio system, because we also have these saddlebags. I will tell you that on my Indian, I don't even have the power band audio, and it is loud. I mean very loud. It goes to level 11. I can't go more than 7 on the highway. It overpowers the wind. The audio is more than enough. I hear complaints from guys all the time that their audio system's not loud enough to be heard on the highway. You don't tend to have that problem with an Indian. You can bless everyone around you with your impeccable taste in music. I keep throwing my heel back looking for my heel shifter, forgetting this is a demo bike and I don't have that. All right, guys, we're in the twisties. Let's talk about handling. For a big bike, a fixed frame fairing, This is the best handling bike on the market. Harley's new Road Glide, I told you guys last year, comes pretty close. I mean, very close. They might be neck and neck, but I would still give the edge to the Indian Challenger as one of the best handling motorcycles out there in the touring category. Nimble, flickable. Let's say you have a pothole to dodge or a squirrel runs out into the road. You can go from center position over to left, back to center, back to left. It's very lightweight. It's very controllable. You don't feel like it's a heavy bike. It feels so well balanced. I guess that's the best way to describe it. The feeling of moving this thing around the parking lot, it feels light and balanced and very easy to maneuver, which is good when you have a big bike. The one thing I wish that they would really get into with these is put reverse on them. Backing up my Chieftain with my butt on there, it's over 1,000 pounds and it is heavy. You do not skip leg day on one of these bikes. I really wish they get reverse on these eventually. When Indian first came out with the Challenger, they had what was called the Bosch IMU chip. It essentially gave a bunch of rider safety enhancement features for things like traction control, and it was supposed to like measure the angle you were leaned over, and you know, it based some of its calculations and safety and traction stuff on that. There was a lot of information about it when it came out. I've kind of forgotten all the cool things about it, and over time it's just kind of slipped into memory as, well, it's standard now. It was big at the time, but now it's considered standard on Indian to have that with the Challenger and the Pursuit. Now with the new rider enhancement features, I think we're going to see that starting to pop up more and more on modern motorcycles. Blind spot warning, that's awesome. If you can't hear the vehicle next to you because of your pipes or your music, before making a lane change, being able to see that there's someone coming up on you in your mirrors with a warning, or with that tailgate warning, that's probably my favorite. I got rear-ended up here on a demo ride last year because some old guy in a pickup truck came up behind me. I was stopped at the stop sign. He didn't see me, hit me from behind on a Harley demo ride. So having that tailgate warning to let you know, hey, someone's coming up real quick behind you, that's a great thing to have. Handling in the twisties, absolutely great. Very light, nimble, quick. 10 out of 10. Best handling big touring bike I have ever ridden, hands down. This and the Pursuit, same frame essentially, so handling is basically the same. The Pursuit has a electronically adjustable suspension, which is cool, but overall the handling between the two is virtually identical. 10 out of 10 on handling. Looks, I think it's one of the best looking bikes out there. The new Chieftain redesign, if you guys haven't seen that video, I might not have it up yet, but it will be up soon. I'm not a fan of the new Chieftain redesign in particular, at least not yet. Maybe it'll grow on me with time. But the looks of the Challenger, it's a badass looking bike. I love the cockpit feel here. I like all the instrumentation and gauges. I like having lots of good digital information available. You can turn that off if you want to, but I like having it available. When we talk about Indian, there is only one drawback to Indian, and I'm hoping sincerely that it will rectify itself soon, and that is the dealer network is still small. It's growing, and it's growing rapidly, but I've had my Indian now for 7 years. Had for 7 years now, and we just got our first dealership in Vermont. I've been doing all my own maintenance on the bike for 7 years. First Indian dealership finally came to Vermont. You may have great access to great service depending on where you are, but it's not guaranteed. So keep that in mind when getting one of these bikes. I've had very little maintenance to do on mine other than standard oil changes, air filters, all that kind of good stuff. So it hasn't been anything really dealer necessary, which has been great. But it might be something to keep in mind for you guys. Until the network gets a little bigger, it's a commitment. But just something to keep in mind. Try to find your local Indian dealer, and if they don't already have an IMRG club started, go ahead and start one. We need to grow this community. So that's going to do it for the 2025 Indian Challenger. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please hit that thumbs up button. That helps me crack the YouTube algorithm and get this video out to more people who are interested in Indian. If you're new here and you're not already, please consider subscribing. It's a big red button. Click the bell icon next to it, and you will get notifications when there are new videos to watch right here on Motoblade. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, ride safe, ride on. I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.